Hey guys, just want to say before we get started, I know my Cockney accent is terrible. Number one. Number two, I'm also quite well aware of the fact that it's Cockney, it's not Australian. But since this whole thing is pretty much a parody anyway, I decided to run with it. Maybe the bad accent would make it funnier. I don't know. Anyway, enjoy.
Guys, you won't believe what I just found. I was taking a walk out here in the woods, just enjoying some nature, and then I saw this. Now, normally I wouldn't approach one of their vehicles, but I looked around and I don't see him, so I think it's safe for now. And I gotta make sure I look out, because if he comes to the car and sees me, he might get a bit grumpy. Anyway, you see this license plate? It says private. These are special markings that are used by a species known as sovereign citizens. Right, sovereign citizens are creatures that don't believe that they have to pay any fees or fines. There's a fee to get a license plate. There's a fee to get a driver's license. There's a fee to get your car registered. They don't want to pay any fees, so they think that by doing this, they don't have to pay them. You could tell so much by looking at these plates. Not only do we know that this is a sovereign citizen, but we also know, just by looking at this plate, that the person who owns this car is a very, very, very stupid person. He's somebody with a very low IQ who believes anything he reads on the internet. Let's go see if there's anything else on this car. Crikey! This is amazing. I can't believe it. I couldn't have asked for something better. Look, his driver's side window. You see that? It's cardboard. His window is cardboard. Now, usually there are a lot of reasons a person could lose their windshield. But when it comes to these sovereign citizens, I know exactly what happened. See, when they get pulled over, they like to argue with the police until they get a reaction. He probably argued with the police, and so they had to smash his windshield out and pull him out of the car because he wouldn't cooperate with the police. One of the things that these guys like to do, they have their own language. It's not quite English, but it's made to sound like English. They use a bunch of legal words that they don't even know what they mean. And they have a script that they follow that they saw on the internet. And what they like to do when they get pulled over is they like to say, what crime have I committed? What's your badge number? Things like this. They don't even know why they're saying these things. They don't even know what it means. They say it because it's in the script. But I've been researching these people. This species is one of the most intense species that I've studied over the years. Or my studies have been intense over the years. And I believe I understand this question that even they don't understand what it means. See, when they get stopped by a policeman and they say over and over and over, what crime have I committed? What crime have I committed? The reason why they say that is because in the United States, you're innocent, presumed innocent, until proven guilty in a court of law. So what they're actually trying to say is, if they spoke English, would be, why did you pull me over? But if they say, what crime have I committed? Now say they get pulled over for speeding, for example. The officer comes to the car and they say, why have I been pulled over? And they say, you were pulled over for speeding. That's an accusation. But if they say, what crime have I committed? And he says speeding, now that assumes guilt. That assumes he's guilty of speeding. Now, of course, in a court of law, the officer's testimony could be used as evidence to see if a crime has been committed or not. But it's up to the judge to decide. It's not up to the officer. They're trying to trick the officer into assuming guilt when you're supposed to assume innocence in the United States. Anyway, that's this windshield. We saw the license plate. Let's see if there's anything else interesting in this automobile. Yes! Oh, this is the ultimate right here. The ultimate. Look at this. He has a no trespassing sign in his windshield. Look at that. And he purposely went out of his way to place it where you can't see the VIN number. See, he covered the VIN number with the sign. Oh, this is a really, really tricky one here. He thinks he's really smart, but believe me, he's not. Anyway, the reason why they put this sign in their windshield excuse me, the reason why they put this sign in their windshield is because they believe that the only time you need a driver's license is if you're driving a commercial vehicle, like a tractor trailer or a truck or something. But there's a special license for that. There is. It's called a CDL, commercial driver's license. And they don't need that to drive one of these. They need a license, period. So, now, oh, wait a minute. Wait, guys. I think I see him. I see him. I'm gonna duck back in these bushes over here and see if we could get a better look. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's over there. All right, let's see. Bushes. All right, now. You gotta be very careful with these types of people. If you end up getting into a conversation with one, always be careful what you say and how you say it, because they like to twist words with their not quite English and make it seem like you're doing something wrong. It looks like he's having a conversation with a woman. Yes, he is. Oh, and he's saying some very, very wonderful things. Great things that you barely ever see them. Well, nowadays you get to see it more and more. See, their language has evolved over the years. There's another species of these creatures called the Carinitis domesticus. And the Karens, what they like to do is pick up bits and pieces of the sovereign citizen language and adapt it to their own. And the sovereign citizens have been adapting some of the Karen language until they're both kind of the same. And now, ever since we've had this pandemic going on, they've been adding all kinds of new things to their repertoire. And that's exactly what he's discussing right now. Let's see if we could get in a closer look and see what he's saying.
No, listen, no, I am not wearing a mask. I do not have to wear a mask. There's no law that says that I have to wear a mask. You can't tell me to leave. I'm not trespassing. No, I am not trespassing. This is not private property. This is public. We're outside. I can do whatever I want. You can't tell me. You don't have the right to tell me anything. No, I have a medical exemption, okay? What? No, you can't ask me to prove that I have a medical exemption. That's a violation of HIPAA. So there, you're violating my rights now. You know what? I'm filming this. I'm going to put this on YouTube, and everybody's going to see it, and everybody's going to know what a tyrant you are and how terrible this place is. Oh, you're going to call the cops. You're going to call the blue line tyrants to come and get me? They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. No, because I'm not breaking the laws. You're the one who's violating my rights. You, the company, this is going on YouTube. What? Walk away. Yeah, okay, walk away. Walk of shame. Walk of shame, everybody. She's doing the walk of shame. Yeah, walk of shame. Goodbye. Goodbye, you stupid bitch.
Alright guys, it's getting late, it's getting dark out here. I think we got everything we need from him. Just a couple of other things. I noticed that he mentioned HIPAA. One of the things you have to understand about HIPAA is that law only applies to certain situations. She wasn't asking him what his medical exemption was. She was just asking him to prove he had one. And if he legitimately had one, his doctor would have been more than happy to give him a note. Anyway, that couldn't have gone better. The only way I could have seen it going better is if the police actually did get cold, showed up and tased him. That would have been wonderful. But right now, it looks like he's leaving, and I heard a rumour that a First Amendment auditor is going to be down the street at the post office pretty soon. So I'm going to go check that out. Maybe it'll be my next episode. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a nice day.